So maybe Bishop Auckland FC man Jelly on Carlin after a 4-3 win over Redcar Athletic. What are your thoughts on the game, Leon?
As you can imagine, I'm delighted. Believe it or not, quite strangely, Joe, there's been some choice words in there, because that level of performance is what I've been calling for from them lads for weeks, and we've been left disappointed. And it's come to a good side, regular good side, Joe, for good players, and it's took that to bring it out of us. So I've told the lads that they've killed me for the last couple of weeks. But we need to celebrate tonight. It was good as your last game, and that's our last game, and we'll celebrate that. It's only 3 points, but it felt like a lot more. There's been a lot of scrutiny on me, which then transcends into the players. We have to take that, and we have, but we'll also take a victory tonight. I think effort, commitment has been unbelievable, and that's the minimum we expect, but you don't always get. And we've put bodies in front of the ball first time in weeks, and a proper, mature, battling performance with spells in the game where probably the first 15 minutes of both halves we were second best. We've conceded in them periods, which is disappointing. But then I think for the other 30 minutes in both halves, we were as good as Redcar, and I'll say that all the time, and people can listen to these interviews. I know a lot of people do. And they can nitpick. I say most weeks we can be as good as anyone. I put this squad together in the summer because I believed they could deliver that. It just took a little bit longer than I'd have liked for it to come, but that's one building block. We'll enjoy the moment, but we're playing catch up now, so that's one step in the right direction. Saturday has to be the next.
Obviously, you mentioned last week there was going to be a couple of changes. Obviously, there has been. Obviously, with Jack coming in and Scott as well, and both played a massive part of the day. With Jack and goal, and Scott obviously picking up. I think you got to end up getting the winner, and maybe it's Xavi's, maybe it's his. But
yeah,
when you get your new signings making an impact like that, is it just like that they've kind of came in straight away?
Yeah, like whenever you sign any players, and this goes back to players in the summer, Joe, there's no one to risk. You never really know what you're going to get. You've watched, you've analysed, and you've took a punt on someone. They all don't work for loads of reasons, and ability sometimes isn't the reason. What you do have with them two, particularly the two names you've mentioned there, is tried, tested, experienced, and that's showed tonight. I think Hezzy, just the little things that probably go unnoticed, backing into people, putting his backside into people, winning fouls, upsetting. Their centre halves will tell you there. Even the headers they've won, they've been effective. They're not shooting back as Hezzy's done an unbelievable job. And Jack's Jack. We brought Jack in last year, 12 clean sheets. There was an opportunity to bring him back. Stats don't lie, we've conceded 16 goals before tonight, and that's not Alfie's fault. You defend as a group, but Jack just brings a little bit more experience, and he's probably what we need in the moment, and tonight showed that.
Obviously, it's been probably a bit of a basketball match. Obviously, you mean if you look at the scoreline, chances at both ends for both teams. Obviously, I know they took the lead early on. It could have easily turned into a game that I know they've won a game recently, 10-1, and we've been battered in a few games. It's nice to see. Is it one of the ones where they score early? You hope that the group kind of get together and pull something together like they did.
When you concede early goals, Joe, particularly on the run that we've been on, it's easy to fold like a deck of cards to be someone else's fault. What we've showed tonight is quite the opposite. We've battled, it's probably got us going, we've scored, we've gone 2-1 up on half time. It's good to see. You don't want to concede goals, but how you react on the back of goals. We concede goals at this level of football, that's why we play this level of football, but it's how you react. And tonight we've reacted unbelievably well. Even when the third went in and it went 3-2 to them, I thought, this is what happens when you're on a bit of a run. So it was a test of the lads' resolve and cojones, as I think is the word. I don't know if I'm allowed to use that word, Joe, but the lads have dug in and we've got an equaliser, and I felt at that stage we were going to score again. We had to keep the back door. They've got good players. So we've defended resolutely and we've been ruthless ourselves in the final third in the last 15 minutes, and it's pleasing to see.
Obviously, I know Jarvis ended up getting man of the match for being involved in, I think, all of the goals. I'd be correct with that. But is it one of the cases where it could have been anyone out on the pitch? Anyone.
At one point, Isaac Coppinger for his tackle could have got it, and then he's missed from an open goal for 5 yards, so I'll scrub him off. So everyone could have got it, minus Isaac. I'm only joking there, but yeah, it could have been anyone. Hezzy, like I say, first game, unbelievable. Paul and Robbie have grafted their backsides off, as has Jack Blackford. You forget, Jack's been out for long periods this season. The back line, I've had a pop at Metzi for something next to nothing for the third goal. but their left back won't sleep tonight after what Metzi's just done to him. He's got a penalty. I think it's probably a penalty the one before. If you can get him on the front foot, unbelievable. But yeah, the answer to your question is lucky bag. Pick a name out because they all deserve the credit that Jarvis probably going to get, and he deserves that. But they all have been unbelievable tonight.
Obviously now on to Brighouse. Obviously going into an away game with a bit more momentum, a bit more feel-good feeling going into it is one of the ones you try and build on this result.
Well, one thing's for certain, there's a confident group in there. One of the frustrations has been it's confident before every game and results haven't landed for us, but this one has. And we need to cherish the moment, grab hold of that feeling of winning football matches and take it to Brighouse. We were in a similar position to this last year, and this was a turning point in our season. But what we often did was beat one of the top boys, and the teams in and around us we struggled with. We can't do that on Saturday. We'll give Brighouse the utmost respect. But we can improve on tonight as well as it's been. We can improve, and if we do that, we're a game for anyone. Brighouse, Redcar, anyone.
Cheers, Ian. Thank you.
Thank you.